disturbing, and I'm gonna try to get through it without the interruptions. I've had to do this story quite a number of times. So it says a 15-year-old boy raped and murdered his 9-year-old cousin at a sleepover, then dumped her body in a gully, you guys. And a 17-year-old New Mexico boy is facing serious felony charges for allegedly raping and murdering his 9-year-old cousin during a sleepover. Jeramiah Morfin from Albuquerque, New Mexico, is being tried as an adult after he reportedly strangled and beat his cousin Aaliyah to death while sexually assaulting her in January of 2019, after which he said to have dumped her body in a storm drain. According to the Albuquerque Journal, he was 15 years old at the time of the crime. I really want to play this video, but the thing is, I don't want to get struck by YouTube, so I'm going to keep on reading the best that I can. But I've read the story a few times. There's one number, like number 1, 2, and 3, so on and so forth. One of the numbers have something stupid and ridiculous, but I'm going to try to hop past that. The rape charges were only recently added. While Morfin was originally facing charges for Aaliyah's murder, prosecutors recently added the rape charge after discovering evidence of the crime. The state was alleged and has put forth sufficient information, at least at the probable cause stage, that the defendant committed that the defendant committed the act of sexual penetration and the act of murder, said Judge Daniel Gallegos, I think that's how you say his name, of the additional charges, which include sexual penetration of a minor under 13, child abuse resulting in the death, and tampering with evidence. The tampering with evidence, let me see if it's more down here. Yeah, the tampering with evidence comes with him taking her body after raping and killing her, as throwing her over in the gully. That's tampering with evidence. If you move anything that happened during the scene of a crime, that's called tampering with evidence, for those that don't know. So let's see, number 2 is Morfin's mother is the one who noticed something was amiss. The morning after the sleepover, she noticed her son was acting extremely weird and that he was furiously cleaning his room and doing laundry. Not only that, but her niece was nowhere to be found. She went out looking for the little girl, and when she returned, Jeremiah had left a note admitted that he kind of lost it and did something bad. Let's skip number 3 because it's ignorant. Now, she immediately called the police. When they came to the scene, they asked Jeremiah where Aaliyah was, and he led them to the drainage area where he dumped the little girl's body. When they discovered the body, they noticed it had sufficient signs of trauma to the head and to the chest, with authorities later revealing that they believe Jeremiah stomped on her chest at some point during the attack. Morfin remains behind bars leading up to his next appearance in court. If convicted, he faces life in prison. Given the seriousness of his crime and his young age when he committed them, sorry you guys, forgive me, that they may be the best place for him, as it's not out of the question that he would do the same or worse to someone else. And I really believe that he could be possibly extremely, no, not I believe, but I believe that if they was to let him out, he would probably do the same exact thing. So I can agree with them on that, because this dude here, where he got that amount of anger and rage, you know, sometimes it causes me to question, you know, and ask questions like, where did he learn this from? Who was he around that he saw this? I'm not gonna, we always want to blame the woman, we always want to blame the father, but it could be a societal thing, you guys, because look, we sit around at home, we're on our phones, we're on our computers, you know, we're looking at various sites where you see violence, and violence is embedded. It's a subliminal thing where it's embedded in to a child at a young age, because there are a lot of children that are becoming more and more violent. And you got the video games, you got the television shows, you got the internet, you got society, you know, it's a number of things. And yes, he could have seen, you know, somebody within his family, you know, do something like this, but who knows, you know. So you guys, I really pray for the little girl's family, because this is a horrific thing, and the way he threw her out like garbage, that right there in itself tells me that this guy, if he ever gets out, that he is definitely going to repeat these actions. They didn't say whether he had remorse or anything to that effect. So this guy, I definitely would not allow him to get out. I would definitely keep him locked behind bars for the rest of his little life. And next time, you guys, just take care of yourself, okay? Just be watchful. Watch your children. Watch the company they keep. You know, my thing is, what I was told is, find out how that person family deals with conflict. Find out, you know, if that person gets into a situation, you know, how do they respond when they get angry. That's what I always look for. So guys, until next time, and I want to give another shout out to my girl. She's always supporting me, and that's Stephanie Gonzalez. I thank you, girl. You have been a day one. How did Nick say it on in Slime We Trust Media? He said, you're my A1 from day one. And I want to give it a shout out to Nick as well, and a brother's perspective. All these people that are, you know, trying to bring these stories about. I thank each and every one of you. Until next time, you guys take care of yourself. All right. And don't forget to hit that like, share, subscribe, and that post notification bell. Bye-bye.